Hola. Hi, everybody.
Hola, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday.
You know what hola means, right?
Yeah,
Uh, let's see. Now I'm gonna ignore that. Okay.
what's up?
¿Cómo estás, everyone? How are you? We got a couple stories planned for you today. It's Friday. It's not that big of a news day, not that much going on in the news, but the things that I am talking about deserve talking. Some kind of spotlight. We're going to talk about Nicki Minaj and the Nosey Heaux lawsuit. Okay, we're going to talk about Kim Zolciak house no longer on the market. We're going to talk about Jaguar, right? I can't. I can't with the Jaguar rights. Okay, I really can't. And then we're going to talk about Sofia Rosing. You guys don't know who that is. Maybe I should start with that story first and let more
Probably,
people come
probably.
into the room.
Yep.
Yeah, let's start out with that. Okay, listen. Uh, do you guys remember a couple months ago, about 6 months ago, there was a woman? This video was had gone viral. It's about a student that goes to the University of Kentucky. That's my son's alma mater. He went to that school. He graduated from that school. He pledged Sigma at that school. It's in Lexington, Kentucky. So there was a video going around, and I'm going to play this video in its rawest form, and then we'll talk about it. She was a woman. The white lady was drunk, and she just kept calling this black woman the N word.
That's right. If you want, everybody. She. Yeah. You're a nigger ass bitch. Oh. And you're a nigger ass bitch. Are you okay? Please tell me. Yeah, you're a nigger ass bitch. You're a nigger. Girl, what is wrong with you?
And she just kept calling her the N word. You could see she's under the influence of something. Now, listen, this school it's a very prestigious school. My son decided to go to this school because of the education. Kentucky's known for being a racist state. Right up there with Mississippi. I would say Kentucky's the second racist state. So, and my son experienced a lot of racism there. He would sit in a class. He said no one would sit next to him in the whole row.
Yeah.
It's very cliquey and whatnot. But it has its good points. It has a very good athletic program. My son pledged Sigma. Is it Delta Sigma? The blue
Sigma.
team.
Sigma. Yeah.
He pledged Sigma there. So those Sigma brothers really help each other. I mean, it's just not on paper. So when this came to light, her name is Sofia Rosing. She's obviously intoxicated by something. It was a big deal. The fraternities came together, the black fraternities and the white fraternities. I think racism is taught. It is taught. And usually the younger generation does not have time for the BS. That is something old, traditional that was handed down to you. Now I'm sure their parents were probably racist, but the young students there, most of them, a lot of them were not. So they band together, and then the athletes band together. Now, this school has prominent athletes. I think Ben Simmons went to this school. Perry, you know about this. They have
Tons of talent. Yeah.
It's Drake, the rapper's favorite school. He would just show up at games unannounced. Then they realized we can't put the spotlight on this school for being racist. We will stop getting money.
Right.
I mean, I can look at it that way. So both black and white came together. They wanted the school to do something about this. They protest. I don't even know if I have time for this. I shouldn't have said that word. They got together and demanded change because they said that nobody should have to experience what those two women did that night. She really tried. She physically attack them. She kept calling her N-word, trying to get her. That's when you're trying to get a reaction out of somebody.
They're trying to provoke somebody. Yeah.
If somebody calls you the N-word, it only works if you react. If you don't react, they just look like idiots. It only works, remember that, if you react. And a lot of Black people react to it. They do. Somebody calls me, I'm like, okay, whatever. Say it again so I can tape it
Yeah, I get you. It all depends on what day it is, though, for me.
in the situation for you.
Yeah.
It only works if you react. That's something I learned. But anyway, so they had to take action. They suspended her from the school, and they were saying that's not enough. So not all white people are racist. A lot, I mean, some have helped us since the beginning of time. Even with the Underground Railroad, there are some white people that will help with the cause. And that's what these white fraternities were doing. Now, they wouldn't even take an apology or getting her expelled from the school. They wanted charges brought up against her.
Damn.
Charges. Can you get charged for calling somebody the N-word? Well, it looks like you can.
Oh,
No, I
yeah.
it messed
Wow.
up. Hold on. Geez, I was trying to. I messed up. She's getting charged. Let me at least put this on the screen. Hold on. Okay, I'm on a whole nother screen. I can't even see you guys.
It's Friday, honey. It's Friday.
It's Friday. Okay, she's getting charged with 3 counts of 4th-degree assault, 1 count of 3rd-degree assault of a police officer. Oh yeah, because she tried to pull away from him too, and then swung at him. And 1 count of alcohol intoxication, and she is banned from the campus. Perry, is this overkill?
Nah. And see, I mean, because you showed the clip of just her with the grocery cart.
Right.
And, the other charges are coming from other things, like the cops and, how she behaved afterwards, I think.
That's right. Okay, so let me tell you what happened afterwards. So she gets arrested. She gets banned. She said the person that filmed it, there's a person filming it, was a girl who did not like her, a Caucasian woman that didn't like her. So she felt it was unfair that her enemy could get her banned from school. She never apologized to the Black woman.
Mm-hmm.
She was more embarrassed that she got kicked out of school and she lost her job. And so she was upset with the other girl. And so she went behind the scenes. You know how they do, clicky, gossip. And they were like throwing digs at each other back and forth. But does that make a difference? So it's a lot of factors going on. I do not think it's overkill. Let me tell you why. With the history of UK, University of Kentucky, people thought I meant overseas. No, they call it UK. They have a very bad history of not doing anything against racist situations. They really don't. And by this girl not apologizing, a simple apology, letter, Instagram, to the news, not releasing any kind of remorse, I feel like they have to go through this because those students were not playing. And the last thing UK needs is their prominent athletes dropping out of the school for something like this.
Yeah.
It's a mess. And it also indicates that money talks.
Well, of course it do. And the athletic program brings in so much money.
I heard
That
they're
is the
paying
bank.
the athletes.
That is the bank of the school. You know what I'm saying? So if these athletes don't go there, shit, that school wouldn't be the same. That school would go down.
Quickly. Like Adidas. You guys heard that Adidas is trying to offer Kanye another contract? Money talks.
Wow.
Money talks.
Yeah, it does.
I should have did a story on that, but anyway, I think that they had to do something. They had to do something severe. I loved how the students came together. I love how the fraternity jumped in right away. I love how our Black athletes stepped in and said, no, this will not be tolerated. So I love fighting back like that, peacefully, hitting somebody in the wallet, not with more violence. So I love that. And I wish that we had that kind of unity as bloggers, but we do not have that kind of unity as bloggers. You know, being an African American blogger comes with its challenges. I'm rolling into the next story here. One of the challenges is we're not all united. We're about competition. We're about being better than the next man, the next blogger. We're about making more money.
Mhm.
And it doesn't have to be that way. Some of us are coming together. Some of us are realizing, hey, there's power in numbers. But some of us want to stick to our old scheming ways. Some bloggers, if there's no story out there, it's been really slow. It's been really slow the past month. Really slow.
Yeah.
But some bloggers just don't say to themselves, this is how it is. There's not going to be a big story every time.
Right.
And when it's slow, it's slow. The audience understands,
Mhm.
but some bloggers decide when there's nothing to talk about, we're just going to make shit up. Let's talk about this Nosey Heaux and Nicki Minaj story. It sickens me. It
Right.
sickens me. Whoops. I am making a mess today.
Look, you ready to go to bed.
The reason
Right.
why I was so passionate about Larry Reed, because let's not forget this, people. When there's nothing out there and you just make something up, you affect somebody's life. I'm not about that. I'm not about that at all. I think it's disgusting, and these bloggers need to be called out. So today, the neighborhood talk used to be my favorite, no longer anymore. No longer anymore. Is putting out there, it says, pay up, pay up. They're talking to Nosey, pay up. Nicki Minaj seeking default judgment in $75,000 defamation case after YouTuber said, and we can all see who the YouTuber is, my good friend Nosey. After YouTuber who made disturbing claims about the rapper and her son fails to respond to lawsuit. Okay. I know a lot about court. And one thing I know about court is you don't get a judgment without going to court. Okay. They put a word in there that could save them from me calling them liars. Seeking means one day I'm going to try to pursue. Eventually I'll get around to it. This is what seeking means.
Yeah.
In
That-
Kentucky, our parents, our 50-year-old would say, good blacks go to UK. Thugs, or another awful slur, go to University of Louisville. Oh my, the rivalry is insane, okay? Kentucky against the University of Louisville. I say Louisville. If you're a native, you say Louisville. How they say it, Perry? Louisville.
Louisville. Yeah.
When I transferred from UK to U of L,
I think that's University of
Florida.
Florida. Yeah.
Yeah. Some fan would not speak to me. Oh man, that's how bad this rivalry is. So I'll get into that in a minute. Yeah. Thank you. That's really true. The rivalry is insane. Anyway, because I want to clear this up. Seeking doesn't mean have, doesn't mean I won, doesn't even mean you even stepped foot in the courtroom yet. It means one day I'm going to get to it.
It simply means dreaming.
We have bloggers going around reporting Nosey Heaux owes Nicki Minaj $75,000. Where's the paperwork? Where's the paperwork, liars? Where's the paperwork? Here we go again. And it's these same damn bloggers over and over again. I'm going to call them the Lion Club. Part of the Lion Club that always wants to cause trouble. Nosey Heaux has been minding her business. She doesn't even have time for this Jaguar mess. She said, that's a mess, and I'm out. You haven't seen Nosey getting in, wrapping her nose in anything. She went on about her business.
Right.
But it's a slow news day. So, what can I pull out of my hat again? I don't know if you noticed this. I want you to look at all of these responses. You can't see it. Maybe I could try to blow it up.
Yeah, I can't see it for sure.
See if I can make this bigger.
Hell, can you see it?
I can see it.
Okay.
Right here. Do you guys see where it says unwind with Tasha K? Can you see that, Perry? Unwind with Tasha K. All in the comments section. Yeah. Oh, that's so. Nikki got, you know damn well there is no judgment against Marley. That's her real name. Stop lying. This is something that can easily be proved. All court is a matter of public records.
You know, Sharrell, the whole thing is this too, right? And if it was an actual judgment, the people, when they type it up, they would have said Nicki Minaj, you know, has a default judgment against the person name, not a YouTuber. You would have the person name. You would have the court document that saying this person was issued a judgment.
Exactly.
It's simple to have.
Here is Tasha K all in the comment section. Oh, somebody said, unwind with Tasha K. Tell her to sue the Shade Room and Jason Lee. Why would anybody just make this story up? Just make it up. And how convenient Tasha seems to be at the top of the people commenting. Because, you know, she doesn't like Nosey. How come every time Tasha puts out stories, people are always asking her to prove it, and she never comes through like Larry Reid? How come? When I first came into the business, it took me a long time to get my channel up and starting. Nobody wanted to watch Sharrell's World. I kept trying. There was this new blogger came come to town. Her name was Tasha K. She flew right past me in numbers. I thought she was amazing. Wow. She could tell a story.
Mm-hmm. She can.
I loved her. Absolutely loved her. But when the Cardi B thing came out, I said, that's so unnecessary. That's so unnecessary. You have enough talent to tell a story, even if it's a slow day. Hey, that's my boy Conscious. Hey, Conscious, I was involved in a lawsuit years ago where a minister got a default judgment against another blogger because of no response. His page snatched too. Exactly. Listen, I didn't know Conscious TV before the Larry Reid story. But I had sense enough to say, something ain't right about this. This don't make sense. And now, with this Nosey Heaux thing, where's the paperwork?
No, see, that's the thing. And I understand what Conscious is saying too. Like, if you don't respond, you keep blowing something off. Yeah, then you go back to the court to file a motion for a default judgment. But when you issued it, you would have a court document saying it.
Yep.
What made me leery about this is no document here.
None.
And if you was issued one, then you ain't seeking a damn thing. You got it.
Exactly. So they're going around doing videos about, God is good. No, really, I heard somebody say, God is good. He got her. Listen, you know why there's no judgment? Because you can't sue anybody for making bad comments about your child. I could say whatever I want. I could feel however I want. Keyword, she can tell a story. /lie. I mean, it's no need for this. It's no need for this. I always liked the neighborhood talk until today. I'm done. I'm done with the neighborhood talk. Because they're conspirators. Let's just create the sensationalism versus real. Didn't they do something like this? They did something like this to another blogger too. Stop. Just stop with the sensationalism, okay? Nosey has been minding her own damn business. People said, oh, Sharrell and Nosey aren't friends anymore. Really? Why? When did we get to not be friends? It's just ridiculous. The lies. There is no 75,000 judgment against Marley. None. She's been doing her own thing, minding her own business. She's got other things that are good happening in her life. She don't have time for this drama. Girl, you need to stop. You need to stop.
Yeah, no, I say this too. And even, I mean, because we haven't been scene proof. And the whole thing is, you can't just take somebody by their word these days, especially with this kind
Can't.
of stuff. And if we're wrong, if you can produce a document tomorrow morning, me and Sharrell say, hey, we stand corrected. We'll apologize for thinking it was a lie. But for you bloggers that's reporting it, when you wake up tomorrow morning and don't have a document, can you say you apologize also?
It's
Just simply say it.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They're pumping up the audience. If you read some of those comments, oh, karma finally happened. Oh, thank goodness. Don't mess with Nicki Minaj or you'll get sued. It's just ridiculous. Stop. Slow your roll. And what does that say about you? That you need drama in your life so bad that this is what fuels you.
Yeah.
My boy at it again. I love you, Conscious. Nosey would have won in court even if she had responded, cited her drug usage in her music. Exactly. Nosey's comments about the baby weren't actionable by law. It is so true. If I could call anybody I want ugly or I don't know, fat, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
that's not illegal. And that was the basis of her lawsuit. She can't go in about the drug thing. You write about it all the time. Plus the videos that we see. It's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is a psychological bullying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if one day I might, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Girl, it's not scaring Nosey. We know you don't have a lawsuit. Cut it out. Why don't you mind your own business and go be the #1 rap star that you are, okay?
Right.
I don't understand these head games unless your girl, Tasha's involved. I mean, she's at the top. How did she know it was coming out so quickly? You made all these comments. Like, stop. Y'all need to stop. Stop wanting the worst for people. Stop sensationalizing. And as a culture, and I can't speak for any other culture but Black, we thrive off of it. We love it. Someone's down. Yay! Get him, get him, get him.
Yeah, yeah.
Cut it out. Cut it out. Listen, it's like we don't want to think for ourselves. Just whatever's put in front of us, we roll with it. We roll with it. Oh, Larry Reid touches small children. Where's the evidence? We'll get back to that later. No. Can you believe someone actually said to me that Bishop Whitehead was their role model? Bishop Whitehead is somebody's role model?
And it's probably the same person that condemned Larry Reid with no receipts.
Yep.
But condone the bishop when he had his own allegations.
I always tell people that. Did you know?
This is coming from not a stranger, not a YouTuber. It's coming from his previous wife.
Yeah.
Who would have credibility? Some small blogger that's looking for a click and view,
Mm-hmm.
or a previous wife. And even though, and we know how breakups happen, I wouldn't condemn him for his allegations without proof, even though it come from his previous wife. But they want to do this to Larry. I don't get it. I think everybody should have their day in court. That's how I feel about that. But go ahead.
Cooking. I'm not going to put your name out there, but going up against Nikki, it's going to cost you. Have you just heard what I just said? Listen, I understand you like Nikki. She's your favorite rapper, but don't get turned blind and dumb. I said Nicki Minaj has no case against Nosey Heaux. There is no judgment out there. So cost what? What's it going to cost? Like these young kids, y'all need to stop. Let's just use your brain for a little bit. You can only win if you have a judgment, okay? You only win a judgment if you go to court. You can't go to court for somebody saying something bad about your baby. Stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. Like these rappers, I get it. You like their music, but don't confuse it with their personal life.
Mm-hmm.
She's a mean rapper. I mean, mean as in good. She can rap her ass off. That's great. But you don't know anything about her personal life. Why did she marry Kenneth Petty? A guy that is a tier 3 ex-offender. Well,
Mhm.
Let's learn a little bit more detail here before you start praising people and acting like they can do no wrong because their song has a good beat and she raps really good.
Right, right.
That's being superficial. You're not looking past the fluff.
I mean, just for a prime example, Art Kelly
Oh my
had plenty
God.
of hits. No, I'm not
Mhm.
getting into the story.
He
He had
was a
plenty of
great
hits.
singer. He
He had
was a
plenty of
great
hits.
talent.
The words he had now. The singing part don't have, well, some of his song lyrics could have did something, but that's not his character. His character got him where he's at. But anyway, we go
You
ahead,
have
Sherelle.
to separate the man from the music,
Right.
the woman for the rap. She could be she is an amazing artist. I love Nicki Minaj songs, but just like everybody else, nobody's life is perfect. And would you really, really willing to overlook the things that her husband's done? The things he's done to Jennifer, what he's been in prison for, not allegedly in prison, serving a sentence, unaliving people. Is this what you're celebrating? You must say, I have to separate the man, the woman. I don't know how old you are, Chef. I just hate y'all always hating on Nikki. Are we hating or are we telling the truth? There is no judgment out there. None.
Look, we don't know Nikki
Look it up.
we don't know Nikki just like you don't know her.
Here.
And it's no reason for me to hate her. I don't know her. I don't have to love her or hate her. We just telling you what's going on, giving you our opinion on some actual facts on what her husband did and a choice for her, because it's sort of obvious that she married him. I don't think we made that up, Chef.
Yeah.
We talking about somebody, we just giving an opinion on something, and I get it, that's your opinion. But nobody's hating on her. If anything, you hating on everybody that has an opinion about Nicki Minaj.
Well, let me
People can
tell you
look
what
at it
I'm
that way
hating
also.
on. I'm
Mhm.
hating on the fact that bloggers lie, sensationalize things. I'm not even mad at Nikki. I'm mad at bloggers lying because it's happening too much, too often in our business.
Mhm.
I can't stand a liar. And if you're a blogger that on the slow days, you just make up a story, you say, what a bad guy lyric. I don't like that. So that's where my anger is coming from. You can, and then the public believes it. Whether it's Nicki Minaj, I don't know. There's a ton of singers out there. That's their music. They're the best at what they do. But just because somebody has a mean beat doesn't mean they have a life without flaws.
Right.
You married somebody that, and stop me when I'm lying, is a tier 3, the highest you can get sex offender. Is that hating on Nikki? Or is that me telling the truth?
Nope.
I don't even know this man, but I know he has to register. He can't be around children, no children, but his own. That's not hate. See, I don't know how old you are. That's not hate. That's facts. I have not said anything on this panel that I hate about Nicki Minaj's character. I don't know Nicki Minaj, but I know the things that she's doing to my good friend. And the things that they're arguing about are things that you cannot prove in a court of law. I could call somebody fat, ugly, all those names that we go back and forth with other rappers. I mean, with other people. Just, I don't know who I'm talking about. Whatever. Like Perry last night. Perry, you are a mess.
No,
Perry
you know what,
last
though?
night.
People can, say you stink. That's not a lawsuit. I can say you stink. Anything, but go ahead, Sharrell. I mean, this
I'm
whole thing is
saying
crazy.
that Nicki Minaj has nothing to sue Nosey for.
Mhm.
You cannot sue anybody because they said something unappealing about your family member. If
Right.
that was the case, people would be getting lawsuits all day. As far as her indulging in extra drugs, you wrote about that all, and you said it, and the tape. So you can't really leave Nosey alone. Leave Nosey alone. She has not did anything against anybody. After that Jag situation, she's like, I'm done. I'm going to go back to my real life. And she's going through a good period right now in her life. No one needs this nonsense unless you're a blogger. There's nothing else to talk about. So you want to get an argument going.
Mhm.
So you get a blog. I'm not saying this happened. It could be you get a blog to go post this nonsense in hopes of a response from Nosey Heaux. Nosey's not going to respond. Good for her. Anybody else that believes this garbage that's going around, there are people making videos right now saying that Nosey Heaux owes Nicki Minaj $75,000. When you guys hear that, you ask them, where's the receipt?
Yeah.
Where's the receipt? That's what me and Conscious had to do for Larry Reid. Where's the receipt? Enough is enough. And you don't have to, I would say you have more good bloggers than you do bad bloggers, but the bad bloggers get so much attention that the good bloggers get overlooked. She's boring. Or, you know, her channel's boring. Well, listen, I don't care how boring my channel is. I'll just have to ride it out. And that's what it is about blogging. You're going to have good periods and low periods. Because there's not 24-hour drama. That's on any channel. That's why drama channels don't last. I said this before to a blogger that's going after you, Perry. And he laughed and said, they do last. Drama channels last. Check out his numbers now. Like, just be honest, consistent. You could talk, if you're a good enough blogger, you could talk about anything and make it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But when you lie, you only hurt yourself. When you lie, you only hurt yourself. You lose credibility, and your ass might get dragged back into court by Larry Reid. I'm just going to say that. Okay? So, you know, cut it out. There is no judgment out there against Nosey Heaux. Nosey Heaux doesn't owe Nicki Minaj a damn thing. Shout out to Nosey for not responding to the nonsense. Nosey Heaux is a very good friend of mine. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Her, so debonair, we all have a bond. Now leave us alone. We ain't messing with y'all. Don't mess with us. Okay? Do like the college students did. Why can't we bond? Why can't we all pull together and look out for each other?
Mm-hmm.
Why we gotta stab each other in the back? Why we gotta be low down and dirty to each other, call each other names? Why we gotta do that? Why we gotta do that? It's enough room for everybody. It's enough room for everybody. You don't have to start stepping on people to make your way to the top. It doesn't pay. It doesn't pay. When you start dogging people out, they don't forget. It's no reason for this behavior. And I'm not gonna mention them other channels because y'all just stupid and don't know nothing. And when y'all hear people saying that Nosey lost her defamation case, that case has not gone to court. And why hasn't it gone to court? Because Nicki Minaj cannot win that case. That's why. She can waste money, keep Nosey, but it's just a mess.
Right.
And wasn't nobody even talking about you, Nicki. You go on about your business. Ain't nobody messing with you. He was a child. Keep that in mind. Nosey should have minded her business. No, Keisha. Nosey has a right to have an opinion just like everybody else. Just like you saying this right now. What if I start cussing you out and sued you because you said Nosey need to mind her business? Listen, Nicki Minaj will never win anything against Nosey Heaux. Point blank, period. You might not like it. Well, you know what you do if you don't like it? Turn the channel. It's so ridiculous. Now, if you said something like, oh, you know, she is never going to lose in court to Nicki Minaj. Because Nicki Minaj doesn't have a case. Who knows? Maybe Nicki knows that. Maybe Nicki just trying to bully. I'm just saying, you know, you that damn mad a year later?
Right.
There's something wrong with Nicki Minaj. If she's still mad at Nosey Heaux, Nosey didn't come at you for no reason.
Yeah.
You disturbed Nosey. Remember that?
Mhm.
You didn't want Nosey to be friends with Jennifer, so you did everything in your power to try to break up that friendship. You don't tell your what do they call your people that they got a name? I can't think of the name. They have a name. Like,
The
please,
Barbs.
y'all need to stop. Just because you like someone that's good at their job does not mean they have a life without flaws. Please. You always say believe the victim. Well, isn't Jennifer Huff the victim? Please, and I don't even know where we're arguing about this. He already served his time in prison because of it. Now, you have to forgive me for considering him a child emmer, but you did serve time for that. The nonsense is just so ridiculous. All these, that's it. Barbs, y'all need to grow up. Grow up and realize that a rapper is just a job. And I bet you there's 90% things you don't know about your favorite rapper. Just like enjoy the songs and say they're good at their craft. Stop standing up for their personal life, because I guarantee you don't know enough about it to even judge. You don't. That's with anybody. Just because I see someone on TV does not mean they're honest. Just because a person has a doctor suit on, people will believe whatever their doctors say. You can believe it to a certain extent, but if it doesn't feel right in your heart, don't believe it. Just because somebody gives you the title President of the United States doesn't mean the man ain't a damn liar. Like,
Right.
Please stop it with the superficial nonsense. It's nonsense. I'm going to need the Barbs to grow all the way up and realize you respect Nicki Minaj because of her music, and that you don't know a damn thing about her personal life, because I'm sure she didn't check in with you when she decided to marry this guy. It's just juvenile, all of it.
Right.
Juvenile. You could say, I listen, Aquarius, you love Nicki Minaj music. You love her music. You don't know who she is. And neither do I. I don't know. We see what she presents in front of us, but we don't know their struggles. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Y'all don't even know why she went after Nosey Heaux. Y'all don't even know. Just Nikki. She's a great rapper, and that's about it. But you have to say, I don't know a damn thing. Look at conscious. Nikki a hypocrite. What is this saying? She have shamed Justin J, the YouTuber, because of his review of her performance. See what I'm talking about? I know a lot of bloggers that have a problem with Nicki Minaj and her bestie, okay? That other blogger who admits to being a liar, and encourage the Barbs to harass docs Kim Foster, but she's offended. See what I'm talking about? Like, these people don't know. I think that the Barbs are a bunch of young 20-somethings, maybe even late teens, that music is their life, and they will take time out of the day to go back and argue with Cardi B fans and who's the best and and once you get older and you got a job and you got kids to take care of, you don't give a damn what is going on. You might say Nicki Minaj is good in her music, but that doesn't affect my household, and go on about your business. Only a young person will sit up there and argue all day. Team Nicki, Team Cardi. You don't know these women. I can't wait for y'all to hurry up and grow up. Thank you, Cool Camp, for the super chat. Like, it's insane. It's ridiculous. I'll let you guys come up later to voice your opinion. But remember this. If you hear anybody says that Nosey Heaux owes Nicki Minaj $75,000, say, where's the judgment? Where's the paperwork? Or if you're that damn curious, you go to Pacer and you look it up yourself.
Right. But it could be simple. If the person's telling you that, they should have that actual document so you can save money from not going to Pacer yourself.
I like to go to Pacer. It's accurate. It's 20 cents a page. So
no, I get it. I mean, what I'm saying is, if the person's saying it, they should be able to, supply you with the receipts. That's all.
Now, speaking of crazy, let's talk about Jaguar, right? Okay. Hold on, I got a super chat. Nicki's having a bad month. She didn't win a Grammy again. Y'all are messy. Social media calling her old and fat. Really? And now this pointless lawsuit. See, I don't follow her like that. I don't even listen
Well,
I know I like Glorilla. I like Glow. But I'm not into music like that because I have a job. I'm working all damn day. I got kids and like older people have other things to worry about than who's the best rapper. But if she's having a bad month, she needs to still stay away from Nosey. I don't care, girl. Then leave people alone. Okay, maybe your month will get brighter. Now we're talking about crazy world of blogging. Okay, so Jaguar, right? Who Nosey has nothing to do with. And I shout out to Nosey Heaux for calling Jag out, noticing what Jag was about before anybody else was, washing your hands of the situation and moving on, because you can get caught up in the crazy psycho world of Jaguar, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay, so now, and Perry's been covering it, but he's been turning into a comedy hour. See, and you act different on my channel. Thank you, Perry. He's been turning it into a comedy hour because it really is ridiculous. Okay, so everyone's saying that the girl, Regina Gold, aka Angela Owasu, is hanging with Jag. Jag has taken her against her will, and we all need to chip in and save her.
Right.
I feel like you guys do this on purpose. You guys love the drama. When I first told you guys that Jaguar, right, was a scammer, nobody wanted to believe me. Oh, Sharrell's jealous of Jag. I mean, you guys have bad timing. It's because a lot of you are all about the drama. Jaguar, right, has not taken love, whatever the crazy psycho name she has for herself, against her will. She's a 27-year-old grown ass woman that wants to spend her time conning the masses. Why are we wasting our time on this story? Listen, let's not forget, she has her own record of conning, Angela. Her family says she has a record of conning. She has a reputation of being violent. This is a hot mess waiting to explode. Oh, I can't use the word. To unravel itself. We don't need to add drama to it. If you don't give them attention, they will go away. But if you have a fun, so we could save another woman with a record. Have you guys looked up Angela's record? Just look it up. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, people, like with Larry Reed, you heard the word touch young boys and you ran with it. Nobody investigated. Nobody looked it up. Has anybody did a background check on Angela? She has a history of not getting along with her family, conning other people, in and out of worlds of delusions. And this is what I mean by delusion. Like, I could tell myself, one day I'm going to be a model. One day I'm going to be a model. Perry, I don't have time for this. I'm going to be dining with Mariah Carey and, Kendall Jenner and all of the other famous models. It's not that I have told myself this till I start to believe it.
Yeah,
I could wake up one day and say, you know what? I sure do look like Diana Ross.
Yeah,
I'm Diana Ross's daughter. Most people will laugh and move on. Nobody would say, oh, we got to help her find Diana Ross. I look nothing like Diana Ross. Do I really need a DNA test? It's getting out of hand. Mad Jag. Yep, Nosey called her out first. Nosey called her out first. And I said to Nosey said, I'm done with Jag. I'm out. I said, I'm going to go with you. But, I'll be civil if I see her. No, some people you have to cut off at the knee and never look back.
Right.
I thought I could be civil with Jag and still mind my own business. I wasn't going over to that crazy ass network of hers because I know it's not going to lead to anything good. But no, sometimes, and I see Nosey's point, sometimes when you cut people off, you have to cut them all the way off. That means stop speaking to them. Don't look back. Don't give a damn if whatever, move on. Because Jag is a con artist. And it looks like so is her name? Angela. Owasu. That's her name. Do a background check on her. She's a long history. What are you guys doing? She doesn't want to be saved. She tells you herself. So leave it alone. Therefore, there should be no fun to save Legena, aka Love, aka Angela. Who gives themselves that many names anyway? Like, y'all need to just leave this alone. Just stop. Except for Perry, he turns it into a comedy.
It's just a scam, though, Trina. You know,
It's a
and
scam.
I understand what you're saying. Like,
You call me Trina.
oh, yeah, my bad.
No, it's okay.
Look, the whole thing is this too, and I understand when you talk about like delusion. So we perfectly clear. A delusion, like a delusional person, is a person who wake up in the morning and constantly lie to themselves.
Yeah.
Ain't nowhere in hell you look like Aaliyah. You might be a whole lot closer to fucking R. Kelly, but Aaliyah, you're not.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's stop that. It's just a money scam, you know. And anybody will break off, you know, like when people always look for a fast, quick solution. Car got repoed. You getting evicted. Oh, well, let me
Yeah,
go
and
with
tell
that.
him what you heard, Perry. Tell him what you heard about how did the eviction go? She was getting evicted before she went to the mental. Okay, explain.
Yeah,
It.
right. I guess that what caused the real desperation. Her going to the day. I think the parents put her and had her admitted because she
Her
must
sister,
have been having
yeah.
a breakdown going through the eviction. Her car gone, and she had never looked like Aaliyah. All these things that she got going on, they admitted her to the thing. Jack, I think. Jack, I don't know.
Well, we don't know. They
Okay,
said
right.
we don't know if
For
she
sure.
met her in the mental
Well,
in the
exactly
psych ward.
right. Because
Yeah.
when she first got that interview, I think she was freshly out the mental home. So I don't know, and that part doesn't even matter. It don't even matter. But this chick is out there, and I at first was feeling bad for her. I really can't really feel bad for her because she is old enough. Now you could be mentally unstable, but so is Jag. So, and I can't control neither one in life. I hope they can go together and do all this, and they'll brag about we don't raise $7,000. Well,
you
it
believe
don't
that?
look like it because I mean, y'all sitting around rolling around in this vehicle from hotel to hotel, and if they actually giving this girl a better life, why are they in the same bed, the motel room together? Let's keep it real.
It's a
Couldn't they get
mess.
it? Couldn't they get a motel room adjacent to it for her? She don't even have her own thing. See, for me, yeah, you know, I don't want to get into it on your channel.
Yeah, save it for your channel.
Okay, because I don't know what's.
All I'm trying to say for my channel right now is that look into Angela's background. She's a scammer. She can't get along with her family, and she has a history of being violent. Look into her background. Stop giving this story life, money, because it's a scam. People, it's a scam. We told you Jaguar, right, is a scammer. And she is not held against her will. If you're 27 years old, you know what? You can walk out the door and go home if you want to. You guys cut it out. We're feeding into this. We're becoming a culture that just thrives off of drama. Even if we have to invent the drama, a blogger could lie. People rally around that. The actual person that we're talking about could tell lies. Like say that I'm Aaliyah's kid. I'm like, how do you even go viral from just getting on your TikTok and telling a bold-faced lie? It's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm over this whole thing, but I want you guys to know she is not held against her will. So let's just move on. I mean, you can waste your time if you want to, but all she has to do is open the door and leave. And she's telling you guys, I'm not being held here against my will. You guys are trying to create a story. Let it go. Sensationalize blogging again. Sensationalize. Because the truth is boring and the lie is much more interesting. I have talked for a whole hour. Hold on.
Yes, you have.
I didn't mean to talk that long. I didn't mean to talk that long. But I'm saying, Kim Zolciak, really quickly. Kim Zolciak's house is being taken off the market. Perry, you're in the real estate. Listen,
look,
Perry has been doing real estate since 2008. He had to work his way up to where he is now. He made vital mistakes before. It's a hard business to learn, but it's a good business. Go ahead, Perry. What do you think happened?
When you're going through that stuff, it's always a redemption period. Different states could be different things. And if you can, you know, cover the back or whatever, maybe I'm thinking on the outside of it, I think they got somebody with money to bail them out. Now, do I
Like a
know what their
private
agreement?
lender?
Well, it could be a friend with money. It's just
It could
somebody
be.
saying, "Hey, instead of me going to the auction and having to pay this amount, why don't we work something out where it don't hurt your credit? Let me go ahead and bail you out of this, but have other arrangements to put their name on it, later, if that makes sense."
I don't understand the word you're saying, but
Okay.
I never do any of the booking in our
Yeah.
house. I don't even
No,
do
no,
my own
I'm just saying
taxes. Barry does it.
it basically be somebody just saving you
Mhm.
from, messing up your credit. It could be
Mhm.
somebody that's coming in and you making a side deal. I'm gonna bail you out, but once it's all clear, instead of me paying 2.5 million for it, if you only owe 1.2, I, I'm better off making a deal out with you and then taking over ownership at 1.2. I don't know.
I don't
Go
know
ahead.
what that means, but she found a way to save herself. Will this come back to haunt her?
Uh, I mean, actually, if somebody bailed her out, it probably helped her more than not. So, and they may even rent back to her, lease back to her or something, where she could pretend like it's still hers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, that's very interesting, Perry. Wow. So she saved her home. She could have been in negotiations with this person when her two children were spotted at the airport yesterday. So they're not liars. They were telling the truth. But
Maybe that's why they were so confident because they don't have somebody to bail them out, which is it's cool. If you got somebody that's gonna do it for you.
yeah.
What's up here?
Hi, Pia.
Hey, how are y'all doing?
Yeah,
Good. Hey, Denzel.
What's
What's up,
up? How
Denzel?
y'all doing today?
Okay,
Hey,
Pia, you
chilling.
sound off first. What do you think about this? Does it make sense what I'm saying about Nicki Minaj? You have to have a judgment. You have to go to court.
The thing of it is, it's like I said in the chat, it's funny how her fans go so hard for her, but Nicki Minaj wouldn't spit on her fans if they were on fire. I'm sorry. And if the Barbs want to come at me, you can. I'm a 40-year-old woman. I have a life and I don't care. So whatever. The thing about Nicki is she is a proven bully. She has gone after so many people in the industry. Look at how she treated Mariah Carey on
Oh my
that
God, I forgot about American
right,
Idol. Yeah,
right.
she
So
was mean to Mariah. I love
right.
Mariah.
And the thing of it is that if there's proof of you taking and doing drugs, you've sung about it, everyone is allowed to have an opinion.
Yeah,
If I took people to court for calling me names, I mean I would be broke.
yeah.
But as far as the whole Jag and like that situation, I don't know what it is about people always wanting to be Captain Save a Hoe.
I don't know.
Because the thing of it is that there's been so many stories going on. There's one where now I don't know how true this is or not, so I kind of don't feel comfortable repeating it.
Okay.
So I'm not, but there's just so many really weird things going on. My only concern about the girl is this. I feel like Jag is going to end up sex trafficking her. That's just how I feel. And as far as the whole delusions are concerned, Sharrell, I see where you're coming from because I was kind of like how yesterday you were trying to convince us that your shoes were nice.
Pia, you see shit and showing these shoes today, right?
I noticed that.
I didn't bring no shoes. Y'all
I
are
noticed.
messy.
I
My
noticed
wife
that
got PTSD now.
because that was a delusion yesterday. I felt so sorry. I was like,
Oh my God. Let me tell Conscious really quick. So Conscious.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
Sharrell.
Conscious will be that friend to tell me the truth too. So I have a whole bunch of shoes, right? My daughter-in-law was going through my closet. Hey, I have about 150 to 200 shoes. She said not one of these shoes is worth a damn.
Damn.
So then I said, no, watch this. So I told her to watch my show. So I said, hey guys, what do you think of these shoes? And they were like, ooh.
And you then got canceled behind posting them shoes, Sharrell. My God. Wow.
Conscious, what's up? I'm glad you came up. You don't come up much.
Yes, I
love you. Sound off.
Yes, I'm glad you are back in action, holding these streets down. You're looking great. And hey, Perry.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
And I missed it because I always tell you, let me know if something going down.
Yeah.
And then my ass was asleep.
I know. I'm gonna call you tonight though. because we got a lot to get into. Yes. Okay, but I just wanted to come up and talk a little bit about the Nosey Heaux situation.
Okay.
I remember when the case was going on last year, and I had did a deep dive into it. It's interesting that Nicki Minaj tried to sue Nosey for these drug claims, because we pulled up the live stream that Nicki Minaj did, where she literally told fans who were asking what her drugs of choice were, and she said, "Go listen to my music; it's all there." And then people go pull the music, and she's in the music talking about doing blow, which is cocaine, and being in Tokyo with the Kokio, and all of these things. And then even with the whole child thing, her own attorney literally wrote up in the lawsuit that the comments, while are ugly about the baby, are ugly. They are not actionable under the law. So the fact that Nicki Minaj is seeking a default judgment is interesting for a baseless claim. But the courts don't do homework for you either. So I'm not really sure how this is going to go. Maybe the courts do think Nicki Minaj is slandered, and that these claims about her having drugs was something that couldn't be supported by the defendant. And that's why the defendant didn't want to show up. Because I've seen people get default judgments for not showing up to court, not responding to lawsuits. So I'm not sure how well it's going to serve Nosey to not respond. I feel like Nosey probably would have went down in history if she would have responded to Nicki Minaj, because I believe she
it's
fully
so
won.
much to the case that the public doesn't know. But remind me to tell you, because this is Nosey's place. This is her case. All I know is that she don't have a judgment against Nosey.
Yeah, she's seeking a judgment, not that.
You saw they threw that word in there, and then people took that and ran with it. Some of those bad bloggers that I was talking about, okay, you probably know them. Like, you put that word seeking in there, that makes a big difference. You take the word seeking out, it makes a huge difference.
For sure. But you know how people are. Those are the people who probably hate Nosey already, and they are just going, they're just looking for anything to slam her.
Or it could be bloggers looking for a story.
Are looking for a story, that too. Now, in terms of the Kim Zolciak situation, you said that her house is taken off the market now? So does it mean
it was up for auction, so it's taken off the auction list.
Does she have it back?
Yeah.
So you know what's funny about the Sharrell is Larry interviewed Nene last year, and Nene told Larry that she believes that Bravo was going to help Kim get that house back.
You know what? Andy Cohen crossed my mind, because Perry said somebody probably saved it. Andy Cohen has a track record of bailing Kim Zolciak out of all kind of situations. She has a special place in his heart. I believe she said the N-word. He watered that down. I believe Nene leaks. I really do.
And she said it. She said it. She said it verbatim, that she believes that Bravo was going to rescue Kim because they had a habit of already doing that in the past. She did not believe that Bravo was going to allow Kim to be publicly shamed like that. That they were going to stick their necks out for her. Yeah.
And they do that. Do you guys remember Fantasia when Simon Cowell came forward? Cowell, that's his name, came forward and bailed her out when she was about to lose her home. So it pays to have friends with money. And $800,000. Andy Cohen is worth so much money. I would probably like $100 million. $800,000 is nothing to Andy Cohen or Bravo. It's nothing.
Andy for sure is a part of the white gay mafia. And I just want to respond to Philly, who said that imagine feeling the need to defend Nosey. See, that's the interesting thing about the viewer sometimes is facts don't revolve around your bias toward a person. The facts are the facts. It doesn't matter what
explain the barbs to me. Conscious, I'm confused. Like, I like people too, but I'm not gonna ride that hard. What's that about?
Well, the Barbs are like any other following. They are a cult following. And Nicki Minaj, that week she went on that rampage against Nosey. She went on a rampage against a slew of content creators. The Kingarees, a.k.a. Justin J. He's HIV positive, and she HIV shamed him on Twitter and said that he needs to mind his T-cell count rather than minding her performance. It was something in the spirit of that. And then there's another content creator, a really large content creator by the name of Kimberly Foster, who owns For Harriet on YouTube. And she had made some comments as well about Nicki Minaj's performance. And Nicki Minaj pretty much called her ugly and then cited the Barbs against her. And the Barbs doxed her, called her apartment complex, was sending her menacing and threatening emails. She was also looking into taking some legal action against Nicki Minaj as well for inciting this digital insurrection against her. I mean, it got really nasty and bad all week. And Nicki Minaj,
she's no angel. Why can't people say I like her music, but she knows she goes after people? Why don't they do that? Just say, you know, her music is cool. She's the best at what she does, but girl ain't perfect. And people are calling her bully. A bully.
We didn't realize the Barbs are being raised up on VHS tapes and oodles and noodles, so they don't really have a lot of cognitive brain power. They're just stupid, and they're all between the age range of 14 and 17. So they're highly underdeveloped people. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nicki Minaj is the stay-at-home mom they never had.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. But I just wanted to add that I'm gonna call you later though. Great show.
Are you going on tonight?
Possibly. I got invited over to another platform, so we're supposed to be talking about some gay stuff, and then I might be back on my platform tonight. All right,
you guys, don't forget to check out Conscious TV.
Yes.
All right, Conscious, be good, bro.
Thank you, Conscious. Okay, Smoke. Who are we today?
We are James Brown, who's just I'm just tired. I'm just tired.
Oh, I can't. What are you tired of, Smoke?
I don't know. I don't know. It's the Friday. I'm just like, maybe Saturday I'll be better. But in regards to the situation we talked about, first of all, I don't think Andy Cohen saved Kim Zolciak's house. I think thank you, Papa, Big Papa saved Kim's house.
You bet. Oh,
he might be because Croy hasn't sacked anybody in almost 12 years.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yes. Why doesn't Croy work? Go get a commentating job. Do something.
Because he's Kim's like Kenya said, he's Kim's makeup artist, her wig adjuster, her driver, her nail toe clipper, her nail polish remover, her ass wiper. He is everything in between. So that's his job. He just gets, Kim as his compensation.
Okay, would I be crossing the line if I say that Croy is stepping into bum territory?
No, because he's taking care of the kids. I don't believe Kim takes care of the kids. I believe he does. So I wouldn't say that because he's watching their children.
Denzel, sound off. Then we're going to talk to Diva. I miss you, Diva. Thanks for coming.
No problem.
Okay, sound off. Denzel.
Hi, how you doing today?
Good.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. It's a bunch of foolishness in these stories today.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know about the Nosey situation. This is the thing. Nicki Minaj talk about her drugs on her songs, don't she?
That's what they're saying. I don't listen to her, but they're saying that, and I think somebody maybe listens to a tape. So I think she does.
And and it's like, and if you want to support your friend Sharrell, that's your business. People need to leave you alone with that.
That's definitely my friend.
Because it's a YouTuber gonna do a video about you today, talking about talking about gangster granny need to help her bestie. It's like people are really crazy. What is wrong with people?
I guess it's the vicious world of blogging. It's a vicious world,
right?
And I would like everyone to come together, but that's never going to happen. So you have to learn how to fight back. And the mode we're in today, because I see people really, really, really going after Nosey for other reasons. People think it's about a song, or she called her kid. What did she call the kid? I can't remember what she called the kid. Something like that.
Kaka? Was it Kaka?
Yeah, it was something like that. I ain't want to repeat it.
Kaka?
Oh, Kaka?
I thought she said something
about
the
R
word.
It was on my show. I can't remember what it was, because that was the least of what was going on behind the scenes, and everybody's talking about she just respected her kid. If they knew what that real argument was about, they would just be surprised.
Now, I will say this. I mean, this is my personal opinion, and you know, people can feel what they want to feel. To me, I don't think people should talk about people's children. But didn't Nicki Minaj talk about Garcelle's son? Did she talk about him, or am I wrong?
No, she did. She
No, I
cussed.
don't
She
think
no,
so.
she did. She cussed Garcelle out, and she talked about her son.
Nicki Minaj talked about Garcelle's son.
Yeah, her
What did she
exact
say?
words were Garcelle was talking about it. It was when, well, and actually there's more to that story too, because more has come out about what Erica Jane actually really wanted to say to her kid.
Mm-hmm.
And basically Nicki Minaj was like, this B is on here talking about my son, my son, my son. Well, where was all that compassion for my son? And she made a bunch of other just inappropriate comments about Garcelle's son.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all on Twitter, it was on Instagram and everything. So yeah, Nicki, she's gone after people's kids too.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't know.
I want to say one more thing. You know, life is short. You know, life is short for this foolishness. We need more. We need more positivity and more light in this world, because there's a lot of evil ass people on this earth, and it's just ridiculous.
Well, Diva, to what Denzel's saying, we need more love. We need more. That doesn't sell now, does it? So how do you on your channel balance it? Because it doesn't sell. So how do you do it, Diva?
You know what, Sharrell? We just got to keep it real, and the story is a story, and we got to address the story as they come, right? And so the whole thing with this Nicki Minaj and the lawsuit or the judgment or whatever the case may be, I think everybody now, they tying up the courts with the just nonsense things, right? I mean, it was said, I'm sure there has been words said about Nicki, like, let it go and move on. Okay. So you're going to tie up the courts with this nonsense of he said, she said, and this happened and that happened. Words has been said about you. In terms of her fans, I want to say this. I think all of these fans, right, once they love somebody, that person can do no wrong. And it's like, y'all got to calm down. They're human beings, okay? Everybody makes mistakes and everybody does stuff wrong. So you can admit, even if it's your favorite person, that, listen, this person messed up. They did something wrong. I don't like what they did, but I still like that person. Like, that is okay. But once they have a favorite person, they act like nothing that person does.
Does that have to do with the age? Because
it doesn't have to do with the age, Sharrell. There are plenty of fans for all across the board and all types of entertainment that once the person loves them, they turn a blind eye to everything they do. Well, I don't care. I still like them. But you can admit that that particular person did something wrong. It's not that serious.
Sharrell, look at R. Kelly. And all the grown folks who were like saying, even after the surviving R. Kelly's came out and there was evidence how they were like, oh, the girls are lying and all that stuff. But like, go ahead.
So
Conscious is trying to give us more information of what happened. He said she was mad at Garcelle because Garcelle interviewed Jennifer Heaux. And that seems to be the root of her and Nosey's problems too. If you don't like her husband, who is flawed, okay, she comes after you. Kenneth Petty's victim. So Nicki used Garcelle's situation with her son being bullied to attack her out of spite. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I could like Diva, but I don't know what goes on in Diva's house at night when the doors are closed. And I wouldn't even try to pretend that I do.
Right.
I like her for what I see, but you don't know anything about these celebrities.
But you know what? Sharrell, you know what? When the stuff came out about R. Kelly, you know, I stopped listening to his music. When the stuff happened to Bill Cosby, I stopped watching his show. You know, when people do stuff like that, I'm not supporting them. I'm sorry.
But that's different. They had convictions.
Yeah.
Convicted.
Yep.
But the hearsay, it's just that. Hearsay.
Right.
Until it's proven. Let me say this really quickly about Kim in that house. You know what? It's safe for the moment. My thing is, if somebody had to save your house, that means you truly can't afford the house anymore.
Mhm.
So you need to just let it go. Okay. They saved the house. You said that house is humongous. You still got the landscaping, you still got the upkeep, you still got to heat that house, and so forth and so on. So literally at this point, no matter what, she want to come before the people. Everything is a show for her. Like all of them now, I think, you know, the Bravo celebrities, everything is about them putting on the show for the public. We ain't in your house. You better get your life together and downsize. So even though somebody saved that house, I think it's for the moment because she can no longer afford that lifestyle. And even if a Bravo gives her a job back, it doesn't matter. She spends the money before they give her the check.
Perry, why are you laughing at Diva?
No, that's the truth. You know, I mean, once you in that zone, you there.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't bail yourself out, you just like a time bomb waiting to pop.
Amen to that.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just prolonging it.
Yeah.
Unless they made out some other deal. You know, it could be a lot of things they did. I mean, at this point, we just speculate. Nobody knows.
Gigi, welcome to the show. Sound off.
Hello, guys. This is my first time calling in.
Oh, you know, I love her voice.
Hey.
Welcome. What do you want to sound off on?
The Kim thing. I do believe. I believe that Andy did help her, and I believe that maybe he's going to try to bring her on the show.
I
bring her back to Atlanta.
He's gonna help her. Conscious is in the chat giving us info. She said Nikki also fat shamed and dragged another co-host line. Oh, I remember.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Who also co-interviewed That's right. Jennifer Huff went on The Real.
Yeah.
With Garcelle. Nikki was windmilling like hell for Kenneth Petty. I guarantee you. I can't say for sure, but this is how I feel. So let me give myself some room. A lot of Nikki's beefs are behind her husband.
Yeah.
Yes.
People think about him or even want to find out more about the story. So they interview Jennifer Huff. She's going really balls to the walls out for her husband. But Nikki, I'm going to say this in all honesty. He's a convicted felon, and people are going to have opinions on him. You can't try to ruin everybody who doesn't like your husband.
Exactly.
It just doesn't make sense. He has serious charges. He went to jail for hiring somebody.
I think that what Nikki's problem is that she knows deep down inside that man is guilty, and
he went to jail for it.
Yeah. Okay. And I believe that she's miserable and she has a child with him. She's probably stuck.
Right.
She's stuck. I bet you there is no prenup. So if she divorces him, he'll probably get half.
She made her bed and now she's laying in it.
Exactly.
There's a lot to it. There's a lot we don't know, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, slow down. Gigi, did I cut you off? Were you done?
No, not at all.
Okay. Sound off, Miss Parker.
I agree with everybody else. And this the thing, Nikki, I've heard, because I don't know her, I heard she's not a good person. You know, which it doesn't affect me at all. But what I will say is, didn't her husband, and I'm not a Nikki fan, but her husband done a lot of time for this charge, right?
Right. I think it was a decade.
And he was about 16 when he done it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just don't see the need to keep bringing it back up. Like, I'm so done with this. I don't know why I keep coming
back up, because if you say you don't like him or you say something bad about him, she'll put your name on a list and then she'll come after you. But you know what? She's not letting it go. Like, what was the purpose of the Nosey story today? What was the purpose? Nosey has been MIA, enjoying her life, traveling.
Right.
She's not thought about this mess. What
didn't Nikki go off on the shade room before?
Nikki go off on everybody.
Everybody. But you know the shade room, but this came from Neighborhood Talk. And
Neighborhood
Talk. I feel like Kyle is scared of Nicki Minaj. Kyle is scared of her. That's how I feel. And he only does pro Nikki stories. And he posted something one day and she went off.
Okay, that's who it was then.
Yeah, and the next thing you know, the article came down. So
she sure did.
he's
went
in bed
off
with
on.
Nicki Minaj, and that's the rumors. And I've seen her cuss him out like he was her child.
Hey, Sharrell.
I
Hey,
kind of feel
Sharrell.
sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, Sharrell. That story is on Hollywood Unlocked too.
That's okay, Jason. But Jason, just let's leave Jason alone.
It's
I'm not
been
gonna bring it
good.
out
Yeah, don't
every
even.
But you
I
cannot
kind of
say
feel
this
sorry for Jennifer.
Nicki Minaj and her husband brought the whole thing on themselves when
Exactly.
he went to register as a you know what, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
He wants to pretend also that his past life doesn't exist. Well, unfortunately, it does exist. And if you
That's a
would
jacket you can't get rid of.
that's that part right there, right? And so if you would have registered, this stuff wouldn't even really be on the
A problem.
surface as it is. So y'all brought it on yourselves, and now y'all have to take on what you brought on. You can't pretend that his past didn't happen. You knew what he did. You decided to marry him. You decided to have a kid with him. So you have to take all the baggage that comes with who you marry. This is not anybody else's fault but your own.
Exactly.
I agree with that. But you know,
Yeah.
these young kids, they windmill. Let me see if I can bring up one more person if we could still hear. Hold on. Hi, Jennifer. Can you hear us?
I can drop because I'm at work anyway. So
Okay. Thank you, Gigi. You got to call
Thanks,
in again.
Gigi.
Okay.
Bye, Gigi.
yes. Bye
All
bye.
right. Take care. Bye. Hey, Jennifer, sound off.
Well, I just wanted to say about the Nikki thing. You know, she with her being married and her being famous. I mean, her being married to this guy and her being famous, she has to know that people are going to look into him. I mean, that's just what people do. And with him having this record, people are going to find out. I mean, there's no way, even if he had registered, people would have found out. And they're going to troll her.
They really,
She
really
can't
And
are.
that's the
expect
truth.
different.
I
That's the
feel like
truth.
she doesn't want anybody. Go ahead, Miss Parker. I cut you off.
No, I was just saying that is the truth when you, especially when you're in a spotlight, everything shines on you. I don't care what you do. So she ought to be used to it by now. She's been in the news for a long time. But then again, I kind of understand and I feel sorry for both parties. And I'm going to tell you why. He was a little boy when he done this. And I can understand you want to change and they doing the same thing with Chris
Right.
Brown. You see what I'm saying? And
Oh,
then
got
with
you. Got
Jennifer,
you.
she got to keep saying this going on and on. And I'm gonna tell you, I was molested, right?
Yeah.
The good thing with Jennifer in this case is he got time and he had to do his time. I still got to walk around and see this guy in Baltimore City till this day.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that seems to be that's what's I think we figured it out. If you say something bad about her husband, she gonna go after you. But that's really unreasonable, Nikki, because he has a record. He is a
And
That's right.
felon.
And the thing about Garcelle and Lonnie is they didn't call Jennifer personally and say, hey, come on the real. We want to talk to you. That was their job. But the producers probably got in touch with Jennifer and they were asked to interview her.
That's your job. Hey Nina, I ain't seen you in a while. How are you?
Oh, today is a good day. How's everybody?
Good,
Good.
good.
Hello, Nina.
Good. How you
We know,
doing?
Hi,
we know you
Diva.
Good
got a lot
day.
to say. What you gonna sound
Well,
off on first?
well, two things. Nikki, I agree with what Diva said that you just got to realize everybody got a past, and you got to deal with it. Some people's past are a little bit more heinous than others, but everybody got a past. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
sometimes those things are going to come up to haunt you. I remember when I first got clean from drugs, I couldn't get a job,
That's right. Yeah.
a
Me
decent
too.
job because of my past, because I was in and out of jobs. Whatever paid me 2 weeks, I did it and then I was out. So that messed up my resume and my record, as following me as far as job wise. But it
Right.
took a minute. But my crime, and they say, who has the first stone? Those who has the first stone cast the first stone, whatever. My crime ain't as deep as his, but still. Nikki, you married that man. You knew his past. You decided.
And now she got to
You
deal with
decided
everything.
to have a baby. Now your baby gonna have to deal with his dad and
Yeah.
the past
Let
and
me
stuff.
ask
You
you
gotta
this,
look.
Nina. Do
Yeah.
you think Nikki would have got a different reaction if she said, "Yeah, he did those things. That's in his past, and he's a new man today"?
No,
She
she
got a
ain't
way
gonna. Yeah, but she ain't gonna do that because that's too much like saying it's right. She's not gonna do that. She's gonna defend him tooth and nail. That's why nobody wants to see her. She can't sing. She can't come out here publicly. What for? I mean, nobody wants to deal with Nikki. But then I want to talk about Kim Zolciak. Right? Y'all already know that she Andy's favorite. And Andy saved her ass by the hair, her chinny chin chin. As much as Andy gonna do for her, he gonna do for her. He gonna make Kim look right no matter how wrong it is.
Which
That
is
was
messed up.
Andy.
It's
That was
messed up.
Andy. It's messed up, but that's everybody got their favorite, Sharrell.
But look how he treats Nene. Nene made that network.
She sure did.
Nene, they gonna hold that over her head just like a little feather, gonna keep on poking at her. She gonna always feel it because she said something bad about the boss. She called him that word, and that's just all it took. But I hope she dragged them tooth and nail. As long as Bravo has housewives, I hope Nene's name pop up every time, good, bad, or indifferent, because she built that network. She built it. She built it, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go as far as say this, all by herself.
Listen, Nene still is the top housewife, and she ain't even been on it in years.
And the most talked about, and she's still going on with her pretty little life. And people gonna say this, and people gonna say that. Everybody ain't got their shit together. If they do, show me somebody.
Diva, we shared the same sentiment. I see your face.
Yeah, when they go to the bathroom, do they shit still be together or do it break up? I just want to know.
My shit still be together.
Oh shit.
You perfect, boo.
You very rare. But Sharrell, that's all I wanted to say. And honey, I am into snowfall. If y'all ain't into snowfall, I don't know where y'all at. But I'm into snowfall. And you can put me back in the chat, and I love y'all.
Thank you.
You take care.
Take care, Nina.
Hey, Sharrell.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, Sharrell.
Oh, go ahead, Denzel.
Oh, it's okay. I want to ask you something real quick. It's all a different topic. Are you going to watch the Real Housewives Unlimited Girls Trip season 3?
The Ultimate Girls Trip, yes.
That looks
I
so
can't wait
good.
for it.
Are you going to watch it?
I am going to watch it. Hold
Good.
on 1 second, Kay. Let me bring up Trav because Trav is in it. Trav, what you got going on?
Hey, I get what she's saying. Nene is the best housewife, but you know what? I love me some Mary Cosby because she ain't on her medication just like I ain't.
You need to stop, okay? Well, look,
Yeah,
your
crazy.
wish is coming true. They are bringing Mary back as a friend to the show. So there you go.
But you know what? They need to bring her back. I'm sorry. I'm not racist, but them white women are boring. They ain't bringing nothing. And then they want to just talk about, oh, they went shopping and I guess got their teeth done and titties done. No.
Well, look, Trav, thank you for calling. What made you come up? Because you don't come up. You be cracking me up from the chat.
No, because I've been up here before and I was just trying to come back up and just talk to you because I love your channel. I talked to Perry on his and I just wanted to talk to y'all.
That Perry got a mess of a channel, don't he?
Perry do, but you know what? I know this ain't what you talking about, but I got into it with somebody at some other channel. And I told Jaguar, no, bring your husband to North Carolina. I will whoop his ass.
No, Trav, this is what you're going to do. Perry's going on at 6:30, 9:30. You got to come talk about it because, you know, he's going to be all doing all that stuff. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm real. He coming on tonight.
Yeah, he coming on tonight.
Okay, you know what? I'll talk to him. But I did mention that, and I got a female cousin that'll beat Jaguar ass.
Oh, okay.
Oh shoot.
They don't want this
Well,
North
look,
Carolina
I
smoke,
try to
baby.
keep my calm here. Go on Perry's show, and he'll love it. He will eat it up.
Okay, but Sharrell, I just want to tell you, I love you, babe. I love you.
I love you too. I be seeing you. You be cracking me up. Yeah, I see you on other people's channel. I see you
And
in my
people
chat.
they was laughing at me earlier, and I was just like, "Why y'all laughing at me?" But I meant what the hell I said, and okay, come do it.
I'm gonna have to go watch
Yeah,
it. Don't forget to come on Perry's channel, okay?
I will. And you know what? I'm gonna show them why I'm on medication too. Okay, bye y'all. Bye.
Oh my God, I love that.
Wow.
Off really quickly, Kay. We've been on here a long time.
Well, Sharrell, can I say something to Perry?
Yeah.
Perry.
No, hold on
you
one second.
had
Hold
me-
on, Jennifer. Kay, can you hear me?
Yes. Can y'all hear me?
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Sound off really quickly.
Okay. I don't know where to start. Okay, I'm gonna go with Kim. I had a feeling somebody was gonna end up giving her money, like helping her out. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. I don't know.
Perry,
to be honest, I thought it was
Perry,
gonna be like Kardashians.
Jaguar Wright is backstage.
What?
Don't bring her up, Sharrell.
Bring up Sharrell.
What?
Come on.
Bring up
Everybody,
Sharrell.
everybody, hold on.
Okay.
Do we feel like talking to her?
I'll get down. She can come up. I'll get down.
If you want to, I don't care.
All right, I'm gonna drop everybody but Diva. Is that okay? Diva,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I love the
Can we keep
wig
you up,
and
Diva?
the crown.
You have a great night.
All right, take care.
Denzel.
Love y'all.
Take
Okay.
care. Diva, you want to stay up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Miss Parker, you want to stay up?
Yes, I'll stay up.
Okay, we gotta let her talk. We can't all yell at her.
Okay.
Jag, who you want?
Hi, Sharrell.
What's up? What do you want?
How you doing?
I'm not feeling you these days, Jag. What's
Why
going on?
not?
What's this situation with?
Because of Michael Stovall?
What?
Because are you mad at me about the Valentine's Day post?
No, I'm mad at you because of these stunts y'all be
Michael
pulling.
Stovall?
No, because of the stunts you be pulling.
Because Michael Stovall said he banged you and you ain't got no walls.
Child, that's just a crackhead that lies.
That's what Michael Stovall said. I didn't say it.
Oh, yeah, no.
He said Perry was sitting in the corner whacking off with what he got left, and y'all paid him $300.
You believe
And
that?
then y'all sitting here on this panel, and y'all said that man had AIDS.
Yeah,
I
I
guess
know.
that means y'all got AIDS too, since you screwed up.
I guess. I
And you
guess
paid
if,
him
hey,
$300.
Jag, I would guess so. I mean, did you meet him at the mental ward?
Oh, Perry.
No, I never met Michael Stovall.
Well, no. I'm just saying, like, you can believe what you want to believe, and I understand. In your life,
Do you
believe
see what
in
I'm
your
doing
life,
right
you believe
now?
a whole bunch of things no other people
See what I'm
believe.
doing right now?
Are you gonna
You
answer
see
the
this? This
questions?
is creme brulee.
Are you gonna answer the questions?
This is the chef here at Jimmy's is amazing.
No one
Oh, that's
cares
great.
about the
That's
chef.
great.
I'm on live. No. I'm on live. Either you gonna talk or we're not gonna talk.
Sweetheart, could you tell them who I am?
This is Jaguar, right? If you don't know, you just slow.
Wait a minute, can you tell me where we are?
Like, I'm here to drop you because I'm asking questions and you showing off.
Right.
No, she's trying to tell you, since y'all are so worried about where I am and call the police on me. She's telling you that I'm at the Jimmy Steakhouse where my friend Quincy Williams is the manager. Here, you.
I don't care where you are.
Giving us free food.
I don't
See that right there is what they call receipts.
I don't care where you
this
are.
right here
I
is
don't
what
care.
they call.
I don't
This is
care
what
if
they
you got. I'm about.
Jaguar, we're not on a restaurant tour.
This
I mean,
is a very fine Pinot
you want
Noir.
to talk about something or not?
Jag, you clowning.
Do you want to talk
Is you
about
gonna
your
talk, or
adopted
we're
daughter
about
or
to
not?
drop you because no one got time for this. You
Well,
just want attention.
I'm answering your question. Can you stop yelling at me?
No one's yelling at you. I said
I'm in the casino. It's already loud enough.
I could care less if you with Legena / Angela. I don't care because I don't think she's being held against her will.
She's definitely not. She out there on the slots right now making money.
I'm sure she is. I don't really care about that. I think people need to stop talking about that story because she's about just as bad as you. But why do you keep going around making up these crazy stories?
What crazy story?
All of it. The car, going to get.
I didn't make
You
anything
know,
up.
you
My
know
car,
that
my
is
car
not
was
Aaliyah's
blown up
daughter.
and being investigated right now.
You know that is not Aaliyah's daughter. Why are you riding with this?
She looks just like her grandmother, Joanne Kelly.
Okay. Okay.
Jack, how long you gonna ride the story out? Because you need to come up with a new
Well,
one.
I'm not writing anything. Legena came to me because she knew I was honest and unimpeachable, and she wanted to do this discovery of her life and herself on my channel where it was safe and it couldn't be hijacked and have the narrative rewritten by nut jobs like y'all.
Listen,
really?
Jay, you're embarrassing yourself by going around keeping this story going. We know damn well
I'm
this
not
is a
keeping
money
the
grab.
story going. It's going on my channel.
Okay,
The only
great.
way you're gonna find out anything is if you're on Philadelphia. If you're not a Philadelphian, then really it's none of your fucking business. So go suck a dick.
No,
wow.
if I feel like doing the story, I'm gonna do the story. If I know it's a scam, I'm gonna tell
How are
everybody
you going to
it's a
do the
scam.
story without the content, honey? The content is on
No one's
Philadelphia.
going to that. Nobody's going to that app, Jack.
$9.99 a month to be on my channel to get the tea. You not getting the tea, sweetie.
That's
Oh,
what you
wow.
want
You
everybody
buy
to
a
do.
subscription or you eat a dick.
Jaguar,
Child,
are you
stop
okay?
talking
Are
like
you
that on
okay,
my
Jaguar?
channel.
Are you
Fucking
okay? Are
Nate.
you
You
okay?
want to know if that's R. Kelly and Aaliyah's daughter? Then you got to go to Philadelphia.
Like, I don't need to go there,
Subscription price
Jack.
is
I can see.
$9.99
I
a
can see
month.
she look like Whoopi Goldberg. They ain't no goddamn Aaliyah's daughter.
You look like my father's.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Hey, Jack, how was the threesome last night?
By the way, that
Jack, how was the
wig,
threesome, Jack?
Perry,
Jack,
Perry,
how was the
that
threesome?
wig was phenomenal. You look like a crackhead roster. It was
I
amazing.
get it. I get it. Look at
Hold
your
on.
page, Jack.
Perry, hold on.
I think that should be your new look. I think that should be your new look,
Perry
Perry.
looks like a crackhead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all being too loud.
Perry looks like a crackhead.
1 second.
Oh my.
This is the manager of the establishment. Can you?
I'm about to go.
I gotta go.
She has a.
She's bringing your establishment down, sir.
Stop it with the drugs, okay? Because this is getting ridiculous.
They said I smoke crack.
She does.
You do.
I don't know about that.
This is the manager.
Right.
That's the manager.
We'll talk to you later,
But
Jack.
you know,
we
but
trying
Jack-
to talk serious to you, and you keep clowning. I'm about to go.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's all
Thank
about
you.
attention. It's all about attention.
Go, Perry going on tonight. He gonna talk about you again, okay?
Hot mess.
Okay.
Hot mess.
People
Really?
need to stop giving this woman attention. Stop
You
saying
know
that
what?
that
That
girl is.
their manager probably don't even know, Sharrell. He
probably
came
don't.
over,
Right.
he came over
We
there
don't
to
know.
tell
We
her
don't
that
know.
he was talking like, raw in his establishment.
Wow.
He has no clue. He probably knows the name, but doesn't know anything about all the shenanigans she's pulling on YouTube. And
Right.
he'll probably be dreadful for him to see everything that she's
Let me
going
tell you
on.
what she was trying to do. She's trying to keep Perry, who is running her name through the mud, from
Yeah.
talking about her.
And also, is that and that she want to promote the felon app?
Yeah, look, if y'all want to go to Philadelphia, go ahead. I ain't stopping nobody. You do.
As a matter of
what you
fact, next
do.
time Jag comes, she got to start paying me for this free advertisement.
I don't know why nobody. You know what? I don't know why nobody learned from her and Storm experience. Like I could look at that woman and tell. I'm like, something's just not right with her. She lied. She hasn't been in the industry for a while. So how she know all these things about Jay-Z? This person, she knows stuff
But
about
you have
every
to admit, when we
celebrity.
first heard Jag, we all believed her. We did.
We
Until
did.
it was
You're right.
unraveled.
We
I
kind of believe.
was trying to wrap this up, but I gotta bring my girl Bonji up.
Hey,
Bonji,
What's up, Bonji?
how you doing?
Hey guys, how you
Hey,
doing?
Bonji.
Chilling.
After that interview, to be honest with you, all I can do is just say, "Can I just see your shoes?" Instead of that mess.
Have you been watching my videos, Diva, and me showing my shoes?
No,
Yes,
no,
I
no,
have.
Sharrell, please.
Yeah, Sharrell, those shoes wasn't hitting or nothing.
I was typing in the chat and I was letting wear your shoe. We ain't got time for that. Wear your
I'm
shoe.
like, Sharrell, please
Your
throw them
bag.
away. Give
I
them
forgot.
away.
Throw them away. I forgot today, but I'm gonna bring my shoes back. My family dragged me for a good 4 hours. 4 hours.
With good reason.
Thank you for the $50 super chat. This was handled with class. Wow, that was crazy. Well, there's no other way to handle it. We've argued with Jag before. We tried to reason with Jag before. Jag is a lost cause. A lost cause. I feel that the minute, and I really believe this, whether you guys do or not, Nosey really helped her, guided her, calmed her down. Now she's just a loose cannon. Goomba is not worth it. He's not helping her.
Right.
He's doing it with her. Oh, you guys got to sound out really quickly. Go ahead, Sheila.
Okay, can I say something and then go off?
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe next time she's in your what do you call it, in your back office thing?
Backstage.
Just ship her a shoe and that will shut her up. I love you guys. Have a good weekend.
All right, take care.
Sharrell, your shoes have made my week. I just think of them and just burst out laughing.
I forgot today, but I'm going to bring my shoes every day.
Oh, Lord. Have a good weekend. Perry, get rid of them or donate them to Goodwill.
Right. Just donate.
Bonji. Sheila, sound off really quick. I was trying to wrap it up.
That's funny. Bonji led into what I was about to say. That's exactly what my husband did with my shoes. They turned up at Goodwill. Okay. So Perry, you know what to do.
Have you seen my shoes?
I'm getting the boxes this
Yes,
weekend.
I have, but I understand because when we get as you get older, you do collect things. And my husband, oh my gosh, he used to tell me all the time, I'm gonna get rid of your shoes. I'm taking them to Goodwill. And one day I blinked and he actually did. He took bins. When I tell you, he took bins of shoes to Goodwill.
I'm not gonna clown me. Am I the only one on this panel that wears silver shoes?
No, I do.
No,
yeah, I do too.
Sharrell, you know what? I hate to do this, but Sharrell, I do. I got a pair of silver glitter shoes too.
Oh my!
I have a pair of gold ones.
Oh, they're terrible. See?
I have some gold ones that glitter. Okay.
So you know what? I'm not even gonna hit you that hard with mine. I should have thrown mine away too.
With a matching jacket, okay?
Yeah.
I do
And a
got a
purse.
jacket.
Look, they're dragging you. They drag you. Metallic?
I got a pair too, Sharrell.
You got a pair? I should have
Oh my!
silver shoe day. Anybody that has silver shoes,
That part. That's
I gotta wrap this
That's
up.
right. And
Sheila,
real
sound out really
quick,
quickly.
I'll get off, but I'm going to say this about Croy. Croy does have a job. He has replaced Sweetie, okay?
Oh.
You guys all have a good weekend and
You do the same.
keep my family in your prayers and thoughts. I appreciate the laughter and the joy that you bring to myself and my husband. You guys have a good weekend.
Thank you.
All right, you do the same.
All right, guys. Everyone, please don't forget to click that like button on your way out. I might have Silver Shoe Monday. I hope I don't forget Silver Shoe Monday. Everybody bring your silver shoes on Monday.
Hi.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Parker, for calling in. You've been a joy. You gotta call back, okay? And thanks for the silver shoes.
That's right. Everybody should have a pair of silver or gold shoes.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Take
See
care.
y'all.
All right, take care.
Everyone's crazy. All right, I gotta wrap this up. If I didn't get to your call backstage, I do apologize. Perry's going on today at 6:30 Pacific. He's having a party celebrate. I have to go celebrating 35. Diva, what are you at now?
Oh, nice. 21.
We got to get Diva up there. So join Perry tonight at 6:30. He's going to be celebrating, and I'm sure dragging somebody. Have you been watching Perry's channel? It is.
I have. It's been bananas.
All right, y'all. Oh, I want to thank everyone for the super chats. You don't have to support the channel, and you do. So I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It's just, you guys are just sweet. Hopefully I'll return tomorrow with some different kind of more YouTube drama. It's a mess. All right, y'all. On 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.